Texas has already had its fair share of concerns about reliable electricity this year. Now, as we head into the summer months, peak demand is approaching, but the Panhandle largely doesn't share the same concerns as the rest of the state. KMR Local 4's Kaylee Green has details about Xcel Energy's power supply to handle the demand in our area. That story topping our news tonight at 10.
The hot summer months mean more people turning on their air conditioners, reaching peak demand for electricity.
Summer is our big moment for the electric company. We know that the demand is going to get really high. Usually it peaks around the 1st of August.
Xcel Energy spokesman Wes Reeves says they're prepared and have a large reserve margin for the summer.
A reserve margin essentially means we know what the peak demand is likely to be, and then we have a reserve beyond that. So we have enough electricity supply to meet the peak demand, plus as much as 20% reserve margin. So that's very good. We're in really good shape.
The majority of the Panhandle is not on the Texas grid, but serviced by Xcel Energy through the Southwest Power Pool, meaning we can pool energy.
I always want people to remember that if they're hearing something that's happening in Dallas, it's not affecting us here. Now, the same conditions may be affecting us, but we're just a little bit different in terms of how we're set up and how our market works. And so it doesn't mean it's going to be affecting us here.
Another difference is weatherization.
We don't really ever have much trouble with heat affecting our power plants. Typically, the only thing that can really affect that is if we have a lot of power plants offline for some reason, some unplanned reason. But that's why we do a lot of maintenance in the springtime. And then also in the fall when the temperatures are less extreme, we take those units down and we have a regular schedule of maintenance and overhauls to get them in good shape for the summer.
Reeves says the only cause for concern would be if Xcel dipped far into its power reserves.
Reeves says Xcel Energy feels good about their power supply for this summer, but they'll be conservative because things can change. He says in the event of any service disruptions, they'll let customers know as quickly as they can. Live in studio, Kaylee Green, KMR Local 4 News. Andy.
Kelly, thank you. Reeves also says not running appliances until later in the evening can help conserve energy and keep the power on in your neighborhood when that demand is high.